Mrs. Hawks?
Sloan and Simpson, good afternoon.
Is, Mr. Chappell's secretary there? I don't know her name.
Well, Joyce is gone for the day.
Oh. Well, perhaps you could tell me. Where does Mr. Chappell stay when he goes to Los Angeles for the company?
Well, he always stayed at the Whitehall.
The Whitehall. Thank you.
But, ma'am.
Yes?
Mr. Chappell hasn't been with Sloan and Simpson for some time.
What? Are you sure?
Oh, yes. He left the firm over a month ago.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Funny. Susan never mentioned that. Oh. Oh, well, Callie, all right, if you're still hungry. Mrs. Hawks? Mrs. Hawks? Is that you? How'd that get open? That I don't need. Good night. Oh, Cal, where have you been? Oh, a mess. Where have you been? You been with Susan? Huh? Where is she? want down there? Come on. Come on, let's go in by the fire. Come on. Come on, girl. Just lie down by the fire and get dry. Whitehall. Whitehall. Do you have a Mr. Benjamin Chappell registered there?
Just a moment, please. No, we don't.
Well, do you have a reservation for him? And he hasn't canceled his reservation?
No.
Well, then I'd like to leave a message for him, please. Would you have him call home as soon as he arrives? Yes, that's right. Thank you. Come on, girl. No, she hasn't.
Gee, that is strange.
Well, her car's in the garage. I thought she'd come home when I saw it.
But I guess a friend picked her up and the car's been here all the time.
Could be, but... Catherine, I think you should call the police
And report her as missing.
The police? Really? You really think I should? Well, maybe I will.
Good. Catherine, I'd hate to think of you there all alone. I was going to
suggest that Harry pick you up so you could join us for dinner, but I just heard on the radio that Route 1 is closed by rock
slides between there and here.
That's very thoughtful of you, Edith, but I'm okay. I'm probably being foolish. I've been jumping at sounds and imagining all sorts of things.
Well, I'd hate to be alone in that house
on a night like this, especially with all your worry about Susan. Ooh, I'd really be spooked.
Well, I definitely think you should call the police.
Hello? Hello? Edith? Hello?
Miss Wainwright?
Yes? Is there something wrong?
Oh, no, ma'am. Mrs. Edith Jordan called headquarters and asked us to look in on you. Make sure you're all right.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Come in, please.
Thank you. Your phone's still out of order?
Yes, I'm afraid so. I just tried it again.
Well, we've reported it, but there are so many lines down from the storm, I'm afraid it'll be quite a while before the phone company gets around to you.
Mrs. Jordan wanted you to know that she's calling around trying to locate your sister and tell her you're here.
Oh, thank you. I've been quite concerned.
Emergency vehicles can get through on Route 1 to the north. So if you'd like us to take you by Mrs. Jordan's home, she thought you might want to spend the night with her.
Well, that's very kind of you, but Mrs. Chappell might be coming in any time now, and I'd rather be here.
Well, you could leave her a note.
No, I'll stay here. But would it be possible, if Mrs. Chappell is stranded somewhere, for you to let me know?
Yes, ma'am. We'll keep in touch with Mrs. Jordan. If she hears anything, we'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Now, is there anything else we can do for you?
Oh, yes, part of a tree broke through the window upstairs, and it's too heavy for me to move. The room's getting soaked.
I think we can fix that, but we'll need something to block it off with.
Oh, I think we can find something in the basement. Must be something down here you can use.
Wait a minute. I think this will work. How big is that window, ma'am? Think that'll cover it?
Oh, yes, that should be fine.
Yeah, take
Okay.
that.
So we'll need something to hold us in place.
I'll take a couple of these too, Bob.
I think that'll hold it, ma'am.
Thank you very much. It's all right, girl.
There's a highway patrol car stationed at the slide about 2 miles north on Route 1. So if you change your mind or you need any help...
Yes, all right, and thank you again. Oh, girl, for heaven's sake.